viewers, welcome to another episode of the Founder Talk Show. Today we have one of the founders of Bangalore-based Turtle Shell Technologies, and their product Dozy, which is a contact-free health monitor, has some very impressive features. And I'm sure it is soon going to take the $5 billion medical device market by storm. Welcome, Udit. I will let you take on from here. What is Dozy and what are the features of Dozy?
Thanks a lot, Ayushi. Dozy is a contact-free health monitor. It's a thin sheet of sensor that you place under the mattress, and it monitors vibration produced by the human body every time the heart pumps blood, every time you inhale, exhale, muscle twitches, body movements, seizures, any kind of vibrations which you produce, and then our servers convert it into different biomarkers to very accurately create your health profile, monitoring your heart, respiration, stress level, sleep cycles, and even a few other clinical level indicators as well. We can talk about it as we go ahead. But I'll quickly show you the product as well. This is the thin sheet of sensor that goes under the mattress, right? So that's it. As in, you just place it under the mattress, connect to your Wi-Fi, and all that now user has to do is just sleep, and their health is being continuously monitored. That's how easy it makes health monitoring.
Your solution on one side is monitoring the vital parameters of the person who's using the device. What next
Correct.
after that? What is that you want to do beyond that? What happens? I mean, like, I'm using it. You know my parameters. What happens after that?
So that's a very good question, actually, right? So not just you are interested in knowing the parameters, but always you want, at the end, you want to improve your healthcare outcomes as well, right? What and how you can use this analysis to even improve your healthcare outcomes. So two things we do in that. So one is a solution provider led approach in which these parameters, when a doctor is recommending you Dozy, so even they get all the parameters and they can suggest you accordingly how you can change your dosage, nutrition, lifestyle to improve your health on a day-to-day basis. That is one approach. And at the same time, we also provide you an ecosystem of different solution providers. So if you are stressed, on Dozy app, you can find someone who can help you meditate. On Dozy app, if you want to reduce your weight, you can find someone who can create a diet plan for you. Right? So that way, it is not just giving you data over there, but also helping you that how you can use this data to monitor your health on a day-to-day basis as well.
That brings me to a very vital question. Usually, when you're going through stress or
Correct.
going through any medical condition, one of the things that, or the primary thing that is recommended, is to sleep. So if your
Correct.
device is going to be monitoring parameters, vital parameters, when somebody is sleeping or the user is sleeping, wouldn't
Correct.
that be basically monitoring something when he is at the point where he or she is at the normal best? Instead
Correct.
of when the person has to be, rather the parameter should be when the person is under distress or under stress.
So I'll answer that. It's a very good question, and it is exactly other way around. Because when we are under stress, right, our sympathetic tone is high. We are supposed, our heart rate is supposed to be high, right? If a tiger is behind you, it has to be high. You need to run fast, right? But where a healthy body differentiates from an unhealthy being, right, is when the stressor is removed, when there is no tiger behind you, when you are not running around, when your boss is not there. Most of your wife is there still while you're sleeping, but at the same time, you're all chat, you are unconscious about it. But still, if your stress levels are high, then it is a clear indication that you are accumulating stress, and that leads to lifestyle disorders. Sleep is a very good recovery cycle, and in fact, it is not unhealthy to be stressed, right? In the day, an athlete stresses his body beyond any normal individual does, because he recovers also that well. When our ability to recover at night is what makes us healthy or unhealthy, right? So that is what this as the most golden data point which it comes, because person is at rest. At that point, there is no environmental stressor, and it is a perfect way. The only stressor which is out there is in their own body itself, right? So any kind of lifestyle disorder, if it is there, that will still be there, and that's why it's a good judgment time for that matter.
When you're going through, when an individual is going through, stress and certain health conditions, doctors or the primary advice to a patient is, or anybody is, go and rest. So the parameters are supposed to normalize at that point in time. So using your device at a time when a user is sleeping, assuming that that's the time when the parameters are going to be normal, using this, how effective is it?
Correct. So, very good question. To be precise, as in that's a very golden data point which we get when a person is resting, right? At that point, when external stressor is kind of removed. So when we are awake, when we are running around, right, and when right, as in when we are busy, our boss is there. So we are all over the place emotionally, mentally, physically. At that time, it is very natural for body to have high vitals and things like that. At this point, right now, even if you check me, it will be close to 90, 100, and it is very normal, right? But where it's a true indicator of my health, whether I am doing good and healthy or not, is when I am resting. And if still my parameters are high, right? That means that my body is under a internal stressor, right? That means some lifestyle disorder having a good influence on my body, and that's what my body is currently fighting on, right? And that is leading this stress level to be high, this heart rate to be high, respiration to be high when I'm at rest, when my vitals are supposed to be normal. And that's why it's a very good differentiator between a healthy being and non-healthy being. And that's exactly why Dozy is able to do things so precisely, because it knows, it takes the data point when you are supposed to be normal and healthy, but if still you're not doing good, then certainly something is wrong with your body.
What would you recommend? Would you recommend this to be used by people with existing preconditions, or people, anybody could use it, any healthy person, just to keep track of, given specifically current scenario where COVID has become, the COVID has added a new dimension to the health scare.
Correct. So exactly, and that's how we even conceived this idea as well. That lifestyle disorder is becoming huge, huge in fact. Almost 66% of the population, second in every third individual, right, either has a lifestyle disorder. Lifestyle disorder meaning your diabetes, hypertension, bad sleep, right? All of this is so predominant right now that either they have it or they are at very high risk. A huge population. There are very less people, especially after a certain age of 35 odd, right, mid age, when this is very predominant in nature. And that's why we think that people who want to proactively take care of their health as well and avoid any kind of lifestyle disorder, they should use device as well. And certainly who have certain kind of conditions, right, and they need to now participatory manage their lifestyle even better. For a diabetes patient, it is even more critical to sleep better, because even 2 nights of bad sleep can also put you in a pre-diabetic state, right? And even if the person doesn't have any history of diabetes as well. So imagine a person who has diabetes, they certainly have to manage their lifestyle much better. At the same time, we all know that we are prone to something like that with our might have it. We should definitely take care of our health more predominantly and proactively rather. And this device is for that, and it doesn't take you anything to do anything extra for that. All that we are asking you to is go and sleep on your own bed, which you are anyways going to do. Just that health, that sleep time is now going to convert into a proactive health monitoring, where you will be more informed about your health, so that you can take your decisions much more wisely.
We are a price conscious society, and a device like this would cost certain amount of money. And can this be shared between families? Can the device be shared between two people or more?
It certainly can be shared, although at time it can be there. But at the same time, if you are using it for a month, you can certainly give it to your wife for using it for another month. You can give it to your mom. The process of transfer is even easier than how you would share your mobile phone, right? You can just give it, and instead of your account, you just share it to your wife's account, and the device starts transmitting data to that account. So it's easy, it can be done, but certainly we would recommend that every person should use it. As in the device currently is priced at 7,500 rupees. When it comes to healthcare and things like that, and especially when it comes to avoiding any kind of healthcare adversities as well, I don't think this is a huge price. Otherwise, in just one hospitalization, we might end up paying much more than that. Right? So that way, it is not much. In fact, we are also working in a different SKU altogether. How we can a same device can monitor two people, so it will have a longer sensing area that way, and it will come out to be much cheaper as well. Right? When you
Something
compare
like,
it to two devices instead of one. So, yeah.
I mean, a device that can go all around the edges of a mattress and
Correct.
probably, with a crisscross mark in the middle, and it kind of covers everybody who's on the bed. I don't know if that's how it works.
Correct. That's exactly what we are working on right now as
Oh,
well.
there you go.
So,
If you have an open for your team, I'm there. Okay. Now he is becoming a major part of all technology and future.
correct.
Is there an AI component? Because why I'm asking this question is definitely the medical, the doctors or the medical teams, when they look at a stats, they would make sense of it. But what happens when an individual is looking at it? How does the data
Correct.
get presented to me? Because I also should be able to make a call as a user whether my parameters
Correct.
are require me to immediately reach out to and ask.
Correct. Correct. So I think very good question again. Entire healthcare system, right? How, in fact, our mission and vision is actually to simplify healthcare, to make it reach to every common man as well. And it should not be a piece of Latin which we don't understand. It should be a simple, defined thing that what and how I can manage this much better. And that's where you are pretty correct that how AI plays an important role. And in fact, deep tech and AI is one of the heart of even our algorithms and things like that as well. Even from this point of view, that it works regardless of any kind of posture, right? So you can sleep on your chest, side, back, and how we have done that and how we have trained our algorithms are in that way that regardless of whatever user does, whatever it can be, even the size of mattress. It can be directly a yoga mat, or it can be a 14-inch, 18-inch mattress as well. The device itself retrains itself, adjusts itself, and makes sure that user doesn't have to do anything whatsoever. So doesn't require any kind of technical training or whatever to use the device. That is first thing. Second, where AI we use a lot. Second is even in terms of getting alerts, health alerts, and transmitting them to users. So how what we use in that is that every user uses Dozy, we extract their healthy signatures. So healthy signatures of your heart, healthy signatures of your lungs, restfulness, stress levels, everything is made into a persona of a user, right? And this happens over course of time for the first 7 to 5 days when you are using Dozy. So Dozy trains itself on your data. And once it knows that this is the healthy being of Mudir, healthy being of each one of you, so it even changes because everyone's healthy is pretty different because of the lifestyle that we are living is very different from everyone, right? Someone might be running a lot, someone might be smoking. We can't tell them that you are unhealthy altogether. Unhealthy is a very broad term that way. But where you are from here, you should not go down is where Dozy works, and in fact, you should slightly go up dhire dhire. Now, in that way, Dozy triggers if there is any kind of trend that it realizes that your heart is slowly deteriorating, right? So it gives you an alert early. In fact, that has proven life saving to 42 people so far. We have directly saved 42 lives, touched 42 lives, including there have been cases where we have got in touch with people. They went to hospital and they figured out that they were nearing a heart attack. They were nearing pulmonary edema, pneumonia, and things like that. So that way, AI plays that life-saving part in this in our ecosystem.
That's very commendable. I mean, people talk about saving one life when you're talking about 42 places where your device made a powerful impact. That's commendable. That's quite commendable.
In fact, even in the current Corona time as well, we were able to quickly make some small modification to device to make sure that we are also contributing in this entire India's fight against Corona as well. So even that is a huge, what I should say, satisfaction that comes to me and my team that we are able to contribute to the country's cause in these difficult times.
What kind of changes did you do in your device?
So we did some minor changes, like we added few more sensors to device. It was already measuring pulmonary outputs, restlessness, and so on. But in the corona situation, it is also important for measuring person's oxygen saturation level, because coronavirus does attack the respiratory system, and our ability to exchange oxygen comes down. That's what triggers the pneumonia, which is deadly, and that's why we need so many ventilators. So getting that information early is very critical. So we added the sensor, SpO2 sensor. So if you have Dozy, if you are using this, it transmits that data on there, right? Also, we added a thermometer as well, like a patch. And so all this information now Dozy collects and transmits remotely, and on a single dashboard. Nurses and doctors sitting far from the patient can monitor their health, right? So their risk of exposure to infection goes down a lot, and at the same time, patients are given much higher grade care. So that way, it is playing a huge role. We are giving to multiple state governments and hospitals as well right now.
You have done a tie-up with Duroflex. Could you talk about that as to what the tie-up is all about?
Sure. So in that tie-up, what we were able to do, so they are one of our customers, right? And they purchase devices. We are also working with them to develop smart matrices and things like that. But at the same time, what addressing the need of our, when we were doing these modifications to Dozy, and we were providing devices for quarantine people in Bangalore, when the outbreak had just started, we were providing devices for no cost for anyone who was self-quarantining themselves after coming from foreign, or have or lie in vulnerable class, elderly people, people with diabetes, kidney disorders, and things like that. We're providing them devices at no cost, and that was funded by Duroflex's CSR funds.
Mudit, so do you have any message for other entrepreneurs, any learning lesson during this the crisis?
So one message that I have, in fact, not just message, something which even I am trying to do. So it's not coming from a point of expertise, but something which probably I have thought about, because it's changing time. It's not a time like how it was earlier. The money flow, cash flow, it become much more scarce. So therefore, it is very important for us to kind of re-strategize how we can now really make sure that we are making most of the bucks that we have. We have to be wise enough to spend every penny which is out there, and make sure that when it goes out, the return of investment and things like that is very precise. So it's very testing time. But at the same time, it's also a great opportunity, because times like these are great levelers, and they really make people who are different, right? They really make them shine at this time. So I would like everyone, all of my fellow founders, whoever are even thinking of starting something, to use this as a great opportunity. It's out there, but at the same time, be wise about it. Re-strategize your business models, how you're spending money, your cash flows, and that's very critical.